Boom! Hey everybody. So I was at the library this past week meeting with one of the volunteers there. Her name is Pat. And she is probably, if I had to guess, I'd say that she is maybe 75 or 80, somewhere thereabouts. And this is the first time that her and I had met. We sat at a table and we were just sharing some, tips and stuff for when we volunteer. And we're sitting there, and this other woman comes walking by, and she gives Pat like the look of death. And I wish that I was exaggerating all this. I'm not really. And Pat looks up and she's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you know me." And this other woman's like, "Yeah, I know you, Pat. My name is Pearl." And Pat is like, "Yeah, Pearl, that's right. Yeah, such a beautiful name." And before Pat can finish the compliment, Pearl cuts her off, and she's like, "Pat, do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I stopped coming to Bible study?" Pat leans back and she's like, yeah, we've missed you. You're so welcome to come back." And at this point, I wish that I would have had like a big tub of popcorn, because I was like, okay, this is amazing. I mean, I basically just sat back and watched them anyways. I didn't have the popcorn, but let me tell you why, Pat. I was so excited to be studying the Word of God, the real Word of God, not just some book written about the Word of God. And do you want to tell me why someone thought it would be a good idea for them at the church to be serving lunch, to start serving lunch at the same time that we are reading the Word of God? Why are you putting your abdomen, your stomach, before your soul? And I'm sorry that I'm laughing. I know that this is very important to Pearl. To Pearl, it was like a 10. It was like, in the order of importance. Like, let's say that it's not terribly important to me that if people want to eat during their Bible study, I would say that, to me that would maybe be a 3. Like, it's not that important. It wouldn't even be a 3. It might be a 0. I don't totally care if people want to eat while they read the Bible together. I think that it could be a lunch Bible study. But anyways, so to Pearl though, it was a huge deal, and she was like, "I don't know why people are thinking that they need to feed their bellies and overfeeding their soul with the Word of God." And Pat, to her credit, I was amazed, because she was so kind, and she just was like, "We would still love to have you back, and if you really do wanted to see the lunch not happen during that time, you could serve on the church, the committee. I guess there's a committee at their church where they kind of help guide the events and just different things that are happening. I don't know, but there's something to be learned in there for me, which is I was impressed with Pat the whole time, just because throughout the whole time she was just like very kind, very accommodating, and she never really took the bait. I guess she never really got into the rah. And I do appreciate something about Pearl, like that feisty girl. Like, I don't care who's listening. I'm going to. I don't know. I did appreciate that. It reminds me a little bit of like my dad. My dad is pretty feisty sometimes. Sometimes he's mellowed a little bit, but anyway, what about you guys? Have you ever heard some really fun altercation between a few elderly women at the library? Or what are some crazy library stories that you have? Let me know. I'd love to hear them. All right, everybody. Bye.